Why hello there, I'm Chris and either welcome or welcome back. Yeah, this is Titan Quest 1, for those curious how that one is. In the last video we've defeated Nasus about here, in this corner. Or there, I don't know. I may have lured him outside. We are using a ranged weapon. Anywho's, I did some further exploration. Like, we are here in this village. This village does, in fact, not have a portal. So yeah, that kinda sucks. But we do have our second mastery. We have decided to go for nature. Currently it doesn't do much. We have a healing spell and we can summon a wolf. The wolf is currently not doing much, but it's there. Well, in theory it's profiting from our passive bonus, this year. Art of hunting, or I don't know how it would be translated. But I still haven't talked to this guy or Leonidas, so let's go do that.
Du hast ihn also umgebracht. Ich muss sagen, dass ich nicht gedacht hätte, dass du das schaffen würdest. Du bist kein Spartaner.
Thank you.
Du bist also derjenige, der den Centaur besiegt hat. Ich hatte gedacht, dass nur ein Krieger Sparta...
Anywho's. We are told to go, and listen to the voices of the Oracle. We need to go to a different place for that. It is actually beyond where the fuck we were. Yeah, that's the port, that is Spartan thingy. That one I finished. I don't know why it's still popping up. Oh well. We're gonna go to my portal, which is far further away. I've decided to show you this little quest. There isn't really much to say about it or stuff like that. Like back then, those quests were like that. Like you've seen the guy who's been attacked by centaurs, forgot their names. Pan-like creatures, you know, and he was like running away and just saving him. That bam, completed quest. Here we have something similar, but I did find it cool because I did like these here creatures, those arachnids. And yeah, there's like people in this village that are complaining like, oh yeah, we can't even drink water, it seems poisoned. And we meet this here lovely narrator who's saying like, yeah, my water is being poisoned by these creatures. You need to clear the cave, otherwise the water keeps being poisoned. So I can talk to her right now.
Sterblicher, ich bin eine Najade, der Geist dieser Quelle. Pegea werde ich genannt. Mein Wasser wurde verseucht und ich bin krank.
Yeah, her water has been polluted and she is sick due to that, so she's asking you to clear that cave. What I like about these arachnids, like they're clearly very humanoid. On top, like those are spiders. I recognize those. But those guys, they're like driders with like human torsos and stuff. I think that's pretty cool. I wonder if that comes back in Titan Quest 2. But yeah. Because the Ichthyans we will get to meet. But yeah. That is basically that. Like I can show you a little bit of the fighting, but again, like the wolf doesn't do much. He detects like things that I don't see and thus don't attack yet. We have like some ability to control him. Like we are pressing down the control key. Select him and then tell him to go there. Except it doesn't work that way. You need to have a target and he can only switch between targets. That's so stupid. Like the whole act of like having to press control and stuff like that. It's just so tedious and unnecessary. Like he will attack whatever is nearby anyways. Like it might make sense if we are fighting like something that lasts a little longer. But generally speaking, it is really not that necessary. What I like him for is like he sometimes detects like opponents and targetable things that I don't see, and he starts attacking those. Yeah, he just died. I would have the option to like have healed him, but he's currently level 1. He doesn't do much. Yeah. We can simply resummon him. No. I do hope like that in the later parts of the game he might become somewhat of a tank for us. It's just in the front soaking up damage. If he's actually capable of doing that at some point. That is the other skill that we've acquired, the healing skill. Like, yeah, we can use that. Because of that skill I don't actually have any need for healing potions that much anymore. And further development in that tree will actually improve our healing even further. But yeah, as I pictured Annika, she was like she is a D&D character, and I kinda imagined her to be either a druid or a beastmaster ranger. So yeah, in that regard the wolf is acting as intended. It is being bloody useless. Same as goes for the ranger class, beastmaster. Yeah, like the unearthed arcana was supposedly very fun. I really need to, like, when I do make a beastmaster, like, convince my boyfriend who's at EM or my future husbando to like allow me to play it as an unearthed arcana. Like, I really do not care that much that it is not as efficient as other classes. It is more for the fun of the game. That I wanna play a ranger that is a beastmaster. The most played class is, I think, the paladin, actually. There not a specific one variating between those. I made a couple of like rogues, but usually none of them stay just a rogue for long. Like the last rogue that I made switched to bard and has remained a bard since. There is a rogue that I'm currently playing. He's a thief, but that campaign is put on hold because one of our friends that's playing with us has now a child to take care of, and she is a little bit helicoptery. Okay. At the start it was like, yeah, no, it's not gonna be a problem, but then the baby was there and yeah, no. Oh, he looked at me wrongly. He might be sick. That is, of course, like an overstatement, but it kinda doesn't feel like that. Oh well. Oh well. That's just how life is. Like, I'm very happy for her. Like, she's of course very happy to be a mother. She was afraid that she may not be able to have a child. So that it succeeded actually first try, more or less. I'm very glad for her. So don't get me wrong. I'm not blaming anyone here. I am just, like, for me personally, I find it unfortunate that I don't get to play this character. But in the grand scheme, it isn't like that important. I'm not finding like any golden arachnoid armor, because I'm very curious how that one looks like. I feel like there will be more opportunities to find those sets of armor. But yeah. Hey, I did steal him. Fuck.
Du hast keinen Platz mehr.
What? I beg to differ, thank you most kindly. See? Oh, nice. That one is better than what we have. Huh. Okay, cool. Let's go. Ah! I'm just gonna use a potion. Ah! Slowing effects.
Dein Gepäck ist voll.
Ja?
Oui. Yeah, unfortunately it's using up first the good ones and then the worst ones,
Okay.
but oh well. Yeah, he's like really not doing that much amount of damage. Or any notable damage whatsoever. But he is tanking some opponents, I guess, so, well. And thus we have cleared the cave of the speedos. I also have to take like one thing back. I mentioned earlier like the opponents wouldn't respawn. In fact, they do respawn. After the Nessus battle, I went back to do that other quest where I had like the dowry or stuff like that with me, and I didn't give it back. But after the Nessus fight, I closed the game, came back later to be like, okay, I'm gonna deliver that, explore some areas I didn't before in preparation for this here recording, and anywho's opponents did respawn. In fact, I had one stronger opponent that wasn't there before, which was rather interesting. I wonder if it's like related to level or some such. But yeah, just thought you might want to know. Anywho's.
Du hast das Gift aus der Höhle beseitigt. Mein Wasser wird wieder klar und sauber fließen.
But yeah, this is what Nimspec then apparently looked like. I like the, like, a leafy pattern. But yeah, we gained a bunch of experience. We gained HP, as we can see. We gained 75 Gesundheit, which is like health. So, yeah. Doing quests gives us actual attribute points and things like that. And that is rather neat. Like, we don't have that in the newer one. We do have, however, the Night Essence, or Essence of the Night. And, yeah. I think it comes close to it. Like, there's like a bunch of quests that give you attribute points and skill points. So we have that. So, this is like one village. It does have someone who's selling you stuff. Yes, we do have a merchant here. However, we don't have any portal or anything like that. We do have this well, so if we die, we will revive here. But, you know, those areas all have been completely optional for us to explore, for us to, like, see if there's any quests. Same goes for this one. Here was, like, another arachnid cave. There was one, like, here, one was there. There was also, I found one, I think about here, like, a Skaven cave, like, red people. I did not see any of those in my previous runs, I must have missed it. But yeah, there was like a Skaven cave, a lot of undead locations. And I think for this video I'm just gonna continue a little bit further, at least till we meet like the first Ichthian or something like that. We are in Arcadia. Like, I'm very well aware it is an issue that I had in Titan Quest 2. That's like a lot of the things that I'm doing, like just exploring the map, is not the most exciting of contents. So I tried to cut it as much as possible. I also noticed like this thing where when I attack someone and yeah, like I'm attacking someone like so, and then use the right click ability, so my net, that would be that, that the attacking stops even though I continue to click the left mouse button. And yeah, I have to actually reapply that I'm targeting their person. It's kind of funny. Okay, I can try to show. Yeah, I should like first attack. Yeah, and then I'm just standing still. So I can't be like keep holding the left mouse button. I have to like re-click it, I suppose. Yeah, this area is like very deadly, like for the wolf, as those when they die do make this poisonous, noxious aura that is actually dealing quite a lot of damage on him. I've also like noticed that those opponents are a lot noisier. Oh yeah, now we go to Pyrgos village. Aristano, where are you? Why is Nemesis not attacking me yet? Anyways, we do find these kind of caves. Like, what I did like in Titan Quest 2 is they had like some kind of purpose. Here it's like just a tomb. I do the same clicky thingy again. So, in terms of being interesting, I think Titan Quest has easily beat this one to the wall. Like, I think the most complex thing about this is like those attributes. Because first of all, you can't reset them whatsoever. And second of all, there's like the whole combat with actual auto attacks that is reliant on both stats, strength and dexterity. And intelligence as the kind of standalone, like... I don't know, it just strikes me as weird. Well, you could argue that for intelligence you lose intelligence and dexterity due to, like, some armor requirements, but it does feel, I don't know, kinda weird. Anywho's, I think I'm gonna end the video because it's not gonna go much more interesting than that. We've talked to, like, some people here made a quest with the Nayard. If you've stayed this long into the video, I hope you did enjoy. But again, like, Titan Quest 1, I'm very much considering just putting it into a sneak peek and not even a proper video series. So if you stayed with us long, I hope you've enjoyed, and regardless of that, I wish you a most lovely day, and bye-bye.